I fell in, and I guess I'm not getting out. I dared to explore a band that would have most likely been a big no-no growing up, Iron Maiden. And on top of that, I checked out a song that would probably be considered sacrilege by a lot of people, Hallowed Be Thy Name. And it turned out that song was more profound and legendary than I could have imagined. It is wild to go on these rides around the world with you, to explore music that I may or may not have heard, to dive into the lyrics, to break down and analyze the musical compositions and the psychology behind it. Subscribe for more. And today, we're going to check out Iron Maiden and one of their, at least on YouTube, most popular videos called The Trooper. Sorry, I hate to pause. I have to for copyright reasons, but also because we're about breaking down this music. I want to experience this fully with you. We'll talk about it after. But my first thought right now is just how tight-knit they play together and how they're harmonizing with the guitars. It's so beautiful.
You'll take my life, but I'll take yours too. You fire musket, but I'll run you through. So when you're waiting for the next attack, you better stand, there's no turning back. The bugle sounds, the time begins. But on this battlefield, no one wins. The smell of ice cream smoke and a horse's breath as a virgin into certain death.
thoughts. I feel like my hair looks crazy, but I feel like it fits. Not only to the music and the music video and the legendary hair of Iron Maiden, but the conversation I'm gonna have with you real quick. Subscribe, don't go anywhere. Listen, there's a dichotomy I'm feeling, a duality here. This musical composition was legendary. The harmonies, the voices, the vocal range, the vocal control, that guitar solo. Ooh, oh my gosh, so many beautiful elements that made this amazing from a musical composition. But on one hand, it made me think there's something so exciting, that adrenaline rush, listening to a piece like this, that makes me think that same adrenaline keeps us going to war. It keeps us being patriotic, fighting the rich man's fights, fighting the rich man's wars. It keeps us running towards death. Adrenaline, music, feeling like we have something worth dying for, that excitement, doing it in a group of people surrounded by fellow soldiers, seeing others be heroic and shout, those warrior cries that you see that we see in the movies, where people chant and they cry together. And there's something psychological about coming together, being willing to fight, being willing to die, that adrenaline rush, seeing other people do it, seeing other people being willing to run into death, knowing they're not going to be alone though. And the music so beautifully portrayed that adrenaline, that excitement, that sometimes it's bravery, sometimes it might be foolishness, but that courage to fight for something, even if it means the end of your life. At the same time, and here's the other side of that dichotomy, it makes me think of the power of music. And that's why it's so important that books are not banned, that music is not banned. I hope these songs live for as long as possible, because it makes me so proud of artists back then and today who are willing to talk about important things, especially in our day and age right now. This song is relevant as ever, and I'm so tired of news and tragedy and the fear-mongering and AI, and you don't even know what to believe anymore. We are being bombarded more than I think our brains were built for, and it's overstimulating and it's exhausting and it's wearisome. But if nothing can get through to us anymore because we are just oversaturated, overstimulated, and exhausted by all the news, music can. If nothing else can get through, a song might. For those of you who know this band and know these songs from the beginning to the young generation, the next generation, rediscovering these bands through TikTok reels and Instagram reels and hopefully breakdown and reaction channels, regardless of generation, regardless of the time, I hope these songs can impact people who are willing to hear and listen, to make us question what we're doing, to talk about the hard things, where we're being lulled to sleep and being polarized and fear-mongering is happening left and right in the media and on social media. This song also gives me hope because it makes me think such a legendary piece does not need to die out anytime soon, ever. And I hope it can stop people in their ways and make us question what we're doing, make us question the wars we're fighting. The words like human wall in the lyrics were so poignant to me, a human wall. This paradox in and of itself, how can a wall be human? And yet we are forming walls of division, so to speak, but also literally forming walls. The troopers on the front line, the artillery, willing to form a human wall to lay their life down. For what? For who? Killing each other, I kill you, you kill me. It really raises questions, and I love that they did that back then, and I love that it's still available to us today. The gift of music, the international, universal language that hopefully will get our attention and have us stop and go, wait a minute, what are we doing here? Powerful song. This is legendary. What do you guys think about this piece? What does it mean to you? How do you think we can find ways to use music as a catapult for truth and for clarity in a world that is increasingly confusing and chaotic? Talk to me in the comments, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next ride.